Hi, welcome to the Joy Holiday Channel. Thanksgiving became a national holiday in 1863 when President Abraham Lincoln made an official proclamation hoping to heal the country from a violent civil war. The celebrations date back to the 17th century feast between the English settlers, also known as the Pilgrims, and the Wampanoags, the indigenous people who lived in what is now Massachusetts. Before Lincoln's proclamation in 1863, Thanksgiving was virtually unknown outside the state of New England. Each state would call for its own holiday. In the earliest decades of our nation's history, presidents and local leaders would call for a day of prayer in Thanksgiving. So it really took decades for this holiday to become the national celebration and the modern celebration that we know it to be today. Today's Thanksgiving dinners are happy occasions, but every so often, a personal slight, a family squabble, or political or religious discussion can lead to hurt feelings. So here are we're going to give you all 7 easy tips for you to make sure that your Thanksgiving, your happy Thanksgiving, is happy for you and your dinner guests. 1. Let go of perfection. People forget to relax. We Americans, we forget that our holidays date back to a time when farming was the biggest business. And as the days became shorter and the darkness started falling sooner, we started inventing things to do between harvest and spring. But when the Industrial Revolution began, our leisure hours just went away. But we still expected the holiday perks. So making memories with your loved ones is by far the most important thing, more important than keeping little flaws off your holiday table. 2, pay attention to dietary needs. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoags had a lot of things to worry about in the 1600s, but industrially processed food was not one of them. Today we have to worry about food and nut allergies and dietary restrictions of people who have to restrict their diet for medical reasons. The good news is all takes only a few minutes. 3, respect differences in opinions. Thanksgiving began as a day of prayer for big religious significance. Not everyone sees the world that way anymore. But you can still enjoy each other's company at the table and get the full meaning out of the day for yourself. Whichever way you lean, be tolerant of someone who wants to add a moment of prayer or somebody who wants to opt out of it for personal reasons. 4, make room for new people, new ideas, and new dishes. I know we all love that same old recipe that's been served through all generations the same way. Still, Thanksgiving is a great time to bring the younger members of the family into the picture. Have the younger members of the family leave their own mark on the day. Have them make their own memories of Thanksgiving. Have them try out an old recipe, or maybe invite visitors and start a new tradition by trying out their signature dishes and their table ritual. Help out before and after dinner. Thanksgiving is a day off work for most of us, and we all need the rest. But putting on a complete Thanksgiving dinner is a lot of work. So if you are a guest at someone else's table, look for opportunities to lighten their load during preparation or during cleanup or both. Maybe bring an item or 2 to save them time in the kitchen. Put another cup of water into that soup. Thanksgiving is a great time to connect with the people you know and love best. But not everybody has family around or a circle of friends to celebrate the holiday with. So maybe make place at your table for a friend of a friend, or take some time after dinner to take a plate to someone who otherwise might do without. Although most Americans connect Thanksgiving with the happy images and the stories from our elementary school days, indigenous people had a very different experience in the last century. Let's be careful in honoring the people on the other side of history and respect the cultures that were here before us. Here's to a Thanksgiving that's for everyone. For the best holiday ideas and the most fun histories here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and follow us on our Twitter channel at Joy8Channel. Well, happy Thanksgiving.